Hello dear students, welcome to Oxford Group of Institute. This is Bhiman Goda Biradar. So since 6 years I am working as a physics faculty in Oxford PU Science College, Nagarbetta. So Oxford Group of Institute is planning to run bridge course classes for you people for better knowledge to gain in a PU. So already you learned some high school syllabus. So just we can recall your high school syllabus and then we can promote for your PU syllabus. Right. So we'll start some basic aspect related to physics here. For example, so many times you heard that this word, you are all familiar about that. So what's the meaning of physics here? So physics is a branch of science which deals with the study of nature and natural phenomenon. So look at here, the word physics means that nature and natural phenomenon here. The word physics is borrowed from the Greek word. So in Greek the word physics mean nature and natural phenomenon. The word physics means in order to understand that nature and natural phenomenon, so in order to understand about that nature and natural phenomenon, so we need to learn about that physics here. So physics deals with the study of non-living things here. So remember that word. So physics deals with the study of nature and natural phenomenon. So in our nature, so we can understand that concept of light. So speed of light we can understand, so rotation of the earth we can understand, so how the rainbows are going to form. So all such aspect we can understand in case of physics. So physics which deals with the study of nature and natural phenomenon, right? So in order to understand that physics, so we can consider that in case of physics we can consider physical quantity and non-physical quantity here. The word physical quantity means the quantity which can able to measure such kind of quantity, we can call it as physical quantity. So look at here. So in physics we will understand some terms here, some basic terms we will discuss here, right? Physical quantity. So what's the meaning of this physical quantity here? The quantity which can able to measure such kind of quantity, we can call it as physical quantity. So physical quantity means the quantity which can able to measure. So such kind of quantity we can call it as physical quantity. So what are the quantity we can able to measure? For example, distance between the 2 points I can able to measure, so it is belongs to physical quantity. Distance we can measure, speed of light also we can able to measure, right? So we can able to measure that far distance also. So we can able to measure distance between the sun and earth. Such kind of large distance also I can able to measure. Speed also is belongs to physical quantity. Distance is belongs to physical quantity. Mass we can able to measure, like that. So the physical quantity, the word physical quantity refers to the quantity which can able to measure such kind of quantity, we can call it as physical quantity. So measurable quantity we can call it as physical quantity. So we can use that one more term, non-physical quantity. Non-physical quantity. So what's the meaning of that non-physical quantity? The word non-physical quantity means the quantity which are unable to measure. Such kind of quantity we can call it as non-physical quantity here. So look at here, non-physical quantity means the quantity which cannot be measured, So non-measurable physical quantity, or simply we can call it as non-physical quantity. So what are the example? I said that even the distance between the sun and earth also we can able to measure, diameter of the earth we can able to measure, diameter of the sun also we can able to measure. Then What's the physical quantity you are unable to measure? For example, beauty of a flower. For example, you can say that rose is more beautiful than the jasmine, right? You can able to compare that, but you are unable to give numbering that one. For example, you cannot say that rose is 90% beautiful than the jasmine. Not so. Did you get my point? In case of that, non-physical quantity means the quantity which cannot be measured. Such kind of quantity we can call it as non-physical quantity. Beauty is related to non-physical quantity, so you can say that, you can compare that. For example, rose is more beautiful than the jasmine, but you are unable to give numbering for that one, said. So such kind of quantity we can call it as non-physical quantity. Non-physical quantity means the quantity which cannot be measured. So I am not going to bother about that non-physical quantity. So in physics you can only speak about that physical quantity, right? So in case of that physical quantity, we can categorize into two types here. So one is fundamental physical quantity, another one is derived physical quantity. So look at here, in case of physical quantity, in case of that physical quantity, we can bifurcate into two types here. Look at here. One is fundamental physical quantity. Fundamental physical quantity. So another one is derived physical quantity. Derived physical quantity. Physical quantity here. So look at here, in case of physical quantity, so we can bifurcate into two types here. One is fundamental physical quantity and another one is derived physical quantity. So what's the mean of that fundamental physical quantity? The word funda means it is a basic here. So in case of that physical quantities, what kind of physical quantity I can call it as fundamental physical quantity? So fundamental physical quantity means independent physical quantity, I can call it as fundamental physical quantity. So what's the mean of that fundamental physical quantity here? Independent physical quantity are known as fundamental physical quantity. So look at here, what's the mean of that fundamental physical quantity? Independent physical quantities are known as fundamental physical quantity. Fundamental physical quantity. Physical quantity. What's the mean of that independent physical quantity? So let me explain that before going to understand about that fundamental. So next one is derived physical quantity. What type of physical quantity you can call it as derived physical quantity here? Derived physical quantity means the quantity which depends on fundamental physical quantities. So look at here, derived physical quantity means dependent physical quantity, or the physical quantity, the quantity depends on fundamental physical quantity. Fundamental physical quantity. Physical quantity is known as derived physical. Okay, so now we'll understand that. So in physics, how many fundamental physical quantities are there? So apart from those fundamental physical quantity, remaining all physical quantity we can call it as derived physical quantity, right? So first let me discuss about that fundamental physical quantity. Fundamental physical quantity. Right. So in physics there are 7 fundamental physical quantities are there. So look at here, how many fundamental physical quantities are there? So there are 7 fundamental physical quantities are there. So let us discuss what are those fundamental physical quantities. By taking use of those 7 fundamental physical quantity, we can consider that any other physical quantity. So apart from 7 fundamental physical quantity, remaining all physical quantities are derived physical quantity. Let me give an example here. So let me write that first. Physical quantity. So it's SI unit and its symbolical representation. First, for example, mass is belongs to fundamental physical quantity. So it means that in order to express the quantity of mass, we are not going to use any other term. So independently I can able to express the mass. So mass is belongs to fundamental physical quantity. Length is also fundamental physical quantity. Next, time, temperature, mass, length, time, temperature, electric current, or simply you can call it as current, electric current. So next we can consider as amount of substance, So next one is luminous intensity, So these are all 7 fundamental physical quantity. So look at here. So fundamental physical quantity means independent physical quantity. So in order to express that mass, length, time, temperature, electric current, amount of substance and luminous intensity, while defining or while expressing these terms, I am not going to take use of any other terms. So such kind of physical quantities are fundamental physical quantity. For example, I will take one physical quantity, speed. So hope you heard this word. So speed is nothing but what? Speed, which is equal to distance traveled by the body divided by time taken to cover that distance. So in order to express the word speed, here I use the term distance. Distance is nothing but length and time here. So look at here. In order to express the speed, I need that length term and time term here. It means that so speed is belongs to a derived physical quantity. Why? Because in order to express the speed, I need that length and time term. It means that in order to express the speed, I use that fundamental quantities like length and time. So that's what speed is belongs to a derived physical quantity. So hope you know this. For example, in order to express the term length and time, I am not going to use any other term. So that's what mass, length, time, temperature, electric current, amount of substance and luminous intensity are belongs to fundamental physical quantity. So in order to express those physical quantities, we are using that units here. So in SI system, mass in terms of kilogram, going to express that mass in terms of kilogram, length in terms of meter, time in terms of second. We are going to express temperature in terms of Celsius or Kelvin also we can express, right? Electric current SI unit is what? Ampere, right? Amount of substance in terms of mole, luminous intensity candela. These are all SI units to express these physical quantity, where symbolical representation. Kilogram, simply you can call it as kg. Meter is represented by m. Second is S. Temperature, degree Celsius or Kelvin we can say. Current in terms of ampere. Mole we can write it as mole. So candela we can take it as CD. So these are all fundamental physical quantity. Apart from these 7 fundamental physical quantity, remaining all are derived physical quantity. Let us take one more example here. Acceleration, right? In order to express that acceleration, so acceleration is nothing but velocity divided by time here, right? Velocity is nothing but displacement, or simply we can call it as length divided by time square here. It means that in order to define that acceleration, you need that length term and time term. By taking use of length and time only, I can able to express that acceleration here. Then derived physical quantity means the quantity which depends on the fundamental physical quantities are known as derived physical